Are you in your wounded feminine energy? Hello ladies, thanks for tuning in. Before we start, please like and subscribe, and don't forget that you can have 3 chapters of my femininity guide by checking the link in the description box. So today I want to talk about healing and wounded femininity, because I think this is something that most people don't discuss enough, and I want to bring awareness to you. So how to know that you have wounded feminine energy? Many people don't even realize that they have wounded feminine energy. They just think that they have a low self-esteem, but it's never just that. So having a low self-esteem affects your relationship. So let me explain. So I know a girl, she's entertaining a married man, and I'm a very honest friend. Like, if you do something that I think isn't high value, I'm gonna tell you this is not high value. And so I told her, yeah, you should stop with that guy because he's married. But she's like, yeah, but Eunice, I will never find someone like him. He's so awesome. But he's not awesome because he's entertaining you when he's already married and he has no desire to leave his wife. So yeah. And then I discussed a bit more with that woman to understand what was wrong to be in that situation for this long. And basically she feels insecure since she has dyslexia. As a little girl, she always felt like she wasn't good enough and that she would never have, a successful career and all of that. So she validates herself through her job, and for her, working for a big company is success. Saying that this is her job title is success and all of that. And it is, of course, since you worked hard for it and you should be proud of it. But the thing is, she validates herself through that, and it comes from insecurities because she's chasing that title, because her teachers at school will tell her that she will never be successful, and this is why she's chasing that title. And this is also why she's being attracted by that guy she's seeing, because he's a successful man, because he's a top executive, and she feels like if she becomes even more successful, he's gonna fall in love with her and he's gonna dump his wife to be with her. But I told her they bought a house. Well, he bought the house for him and the wife had nothing to pay. The house is on her name as well. She did nothing to have that house. Well, she's married with the guy, so yeah. I explained to her that men were not attracted by women because of their job title, well, at least not masculine men who have their money already. The only men you're gonna attract because of your job title will be 50-50 men. You're gonna attract wounded men, okay? Your job is for you, your money is for you, you have nothing to pay when you date, okay? So yeah, there is that. And she understands this intellectually, but she still doesn't understand it emotionally, because we were talking about the guy again, and she told me, yeah, sometimes I feel like he loves me when I talk about the success that I got in a project at work. And I told her, he likes you as a friend, the sex is great, but he doesn't fall in love because you worked well on a project. This is not something that guarantees that you're gonna have a successful relationship with someone. And more importantly, for a man, this is nothing, okay? So he's a successful man. Of course, he wants to hear about how you manage a few projects, because it can give him insight on how he can deal with his own stuff. But he's not in love with you because you can lead a team, okay? This is not something that is attractive to them in the way that, okay, I want to date her because she can lead a team, you see. So yeah, I explained it to her, and then she told me, yeah, but also know that he doesn't love me because he lives in another city, and she spent a few days with him. And when she came back, she said, yeah, when I came back, he didn't even text me to check if I made it home safe. And even when I was with him, I could feel like he was having a great time. We ate cheese and all of that. He went grocery shopping for me and all of that, but that's it. I will not get anything more. And I was like, yeah, and I was very real and very honest with her. And I told her again and again that for this man, it's just about, having great sex and spending quality time for a few days, and then you leave and then you have your own life. He's not thinking of leaving his wife for you. And she told me, yeah, he's always asking me if I met new men, if I'm dating anyone and all of that. And I said, yeah, obviously he's not in love, because a man who is in love will never let you sleep with other men, and he would actually dump his wife to be with you if he felt that you were the real deal, and if he was afraid of other men taking you. You see, this is how they think, and I know that this is very brutal. I know that what I say isn't what you want to hear when you are in this situation. But I believe that as a friend, I'm your big sister and your friend, I need to tell you how things are, because I know that when I was a pick-me myself, I would have loved if I had someone like me to tell me the truth about men and to tell me how men thought. And I also think that when you are wounded and you really, really like the guy, you don't want to listen to anyone, and you just think that you hold on to those little things that make you think that he really, really likes you. But if he likes you, if he loves you, sorry, he will dump his wife and he will stop entertaining other women to be with you. Okay? She's seeking love from that guy because she didn't have that love from her father. In many cases, many women are pick-me's because they didn't get love when they were a child from their father, so they try to gain that love as adult with men who look like their father. So pay attention to this. Are the men you are attracted to, the wounded men you are attracted to, are like your father? Because this could be a sign of you having daddy issues. And what I noticed as well is that some women don't necessarily have daddy issues, but they are financially desperate. This is why they act like pick-me's with men with money. And this side of being, a pick-me is something that took me a bit of time to understand. But yeah, I know another girl, every time she would meet a guy with money, after a while, she would sleep with him, and then she would start chasing the guy, and then the guy would disappear. And back then I was like, I don't understand why she's always being taken for granted, why men ghost her all the time, because she's pretty, she's sweet, and she's pleasant to see, to be around. And I know that she has a great relationship with her father, but still, I could not understand why she was always being, ghosted all the time. And I understood that she had money wounds and she was chasing men with money because she lacked it. And when I met her, it was a while ago, and she was younger, and now she's getting close to her 40s. And this is why she's financially desperate, because she's not wise with money. So let me explain. I remember reading Ramit. For those of you who don't know him, he's a money expert on personal finance, and he explained that many people, when they are young, they don't think much about their retirement, and it's only when they get close to 40 they become desperate for money, and they start to stress over money. This is what's happening with that girl that I'm mentioning. When I met her, she was in her early 30s, and she was way more selective with men, and she would not just go with the man because he had money. But now that's all she does, and then she gets ghosted. And I could see that her self-esteem drastically decreased a while ago, and yeah, that's about money. It gets her insecure. This is why she chases the wrong man. And if you're in this situation, you need to get your money right. I'm gonna make more videos on that. And you see, those two women, I would not call them masculine, I would call them wounded. They are in their wounded feminine energy. The first girl I mentioned, she has those masculine traits where she thinks that her job will validate her and will make her more attractive. But I think that she's mainly in her wounded feminine energy, because deep down she wants a provider. She wants a man who pays for things. She's in her wounded feminine energy. And I also know other women who aren't necessarily in the wounded feminine energy, but they're just masculinas. So yeah, you need to figure out for yourself if you are in your wounded feminine energy or if you are a big masculina. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.